Alright, so I built myself a backyard mini golf croquet course. And it started off where basically I just hit up Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace to get deals for croquet sets. We ended up with 3 of them. I just have one of them out now. The party's over and there might be a little bit of damage to the stuff that I'm about to show you, but it all looks pretty well intact. So it's a 9-hole course, and we started off getting kind of the nicer croquet, the bigger ones. This is an old school one and I really think it's cool, so that's why I decided to show it. But the other smaller ones just aren't as cool for it, so we went with 3 sets like that. Here's hole 1. It's pretty simple. We got the croquet wire things there, and we just dug in some 4x4s into the ground, popped them in, put dirt around them. Come up here, and this is a piece of 4-inch PVC, and I just cut it roughly 2 inches thick. And the reason why I did that is you can see it's a really tight hole, so this isn't as easy as it looks. You really do have to get it right to that hole for it to fall in, and then once you do, you kind of want it to stick out a little bit. Let's see how it's sticking out there. And the reason why is because then you can come in and get it with your hand pretty easily. Then if it gets really far in there, it's pretty hard to take out. So that is hole 1. Hole 2, everything that we have here is pretty much built with stuff that was around the house, so it was cheap. You can see here, I just marked down in white, just spray painted. I took another 4-inch PVC piece and I just put it down and I spray painted it white, so there was a place to start. And you just shoot it right down here to this guy. We had some extra stuff from the pier here. We had the old kayak we threw down. This is a 6x6 that was used under the pier that we redid, and I just threw it up here. Put some logs here, put the hole there, and that's number 2. Here's number 3. These flags are just we got 9 of these for $20 at the big lumber store, and then these are just from the dollar store. It's just a cardboard piece of or foam with like white on the outside, foam board or whatever. And it was really easy to cut. I just made a square and cut it in half, and that was my flag. Stapled it on, staple gun. So yeah, you start here on this one, and this one is kind of pretty easy, like that, and then it goes right in. So we want to make some of them really kid friendly, so everybody could have a hole in one. And it's the same concept, just dig around dirt in the middle, pull it to the side, and that makes real nice walls and a real nice channel for everything. Got our logs there, and we made sure on these logs to dig them into the ground. Otherwise, if you step on them, they'll roll and someone could hurt themselves or whatever. And this is kind of number 4 is where it kind of all started, where I just had some plastic sheeting, 4x8 sheeting, and I had some extra 2x3s. And the idea was on this hill, this is kind of a slight hill here, I wanted to make a ramp. And so I made this ramp, and it's 4 sheets, I think 8 inches wide. And I just stapled these right here, stapled them on the other side. And then my wife said, you should make a ramp at the end, and I was like, that's like the best idea I've ever heard. So I just used a wheel chalk, and then I stapled the other end over here to some logs to keep it held down, and that's just another extra piece we put out there to help it out to get to this hole. It's the same concept where anybody can make a hole in one pretty much. See how close that is? So, and it's about the same whether you hit it with a croquet racket or not. So kind of everybody has a chance to win, and that was the point, so adults or kids could play. Number 5 right here is the cannon, and this is some old ductwork that I had. Just kind of pieced it together. Used some of these croquet hoops to keep it from moving around too much. I just put some sticks in there to keep it even, and then duct taped it. You see in there, it just goes right back down. and it didn't hurt any balls or anything like that. Everything worked out, and those are just extra bricks we had laying around. So, you want to try it? Whoop. Okay.
We'll try it.
Well, I'll just do it. Ball goes here. Yeah, the kids hit the ductwork here. Just like that, goes out. And it's pretty hard to shoot these in, like I said. You really got to get it just right to get it in the hole. So, number 6 is over here. This is kind of one that we just threw together. You got our white starting point right there, and then just 3 logs you got to get over up until the end there. What we did is we let the grass grow long, and we took a weed whacker and shortened everything else out inside of it to make it kind of like the green, and it worked really well. So number 7 right here, starting point is right here, and this is another one where kind of anybody should be able to get a hole-in-one, and that's cool for the kids. Number 8 is the bowling alley. So you got to go through these pieces of wood, just some extra pieces of wood I had around, and staked them into the ground. So you just go through the balls like so, and then you go ahead and try to hit your ball into the hole, and then you just set it up for the next person when you're done. And last but not least, number 9. See how we got the long grass and everything cut, and I just made kind of another speed thing out of the one extra piece of plastic that I had. And go down to the tiki gods. We got those at Goodwill for $5, if you believe it. And yeah, we got some cool torches behind it, and let's see how I do here. Nope, tiki gods are not happy with me. So that's it. That's basically our whole backyard mini golf thing, and it went together really well. The kids loved it, and would recommend it. If you have a big party and you don't know what to do, we had some Jenga that went really well, and the mini golf went really well, and so yeah, try it out if you want.